What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. It's been a while, but I've come back to make a video on Master Duel. So, let's just say in a hypothetical situation, you just got into Master Duel and you're looking to become competitive and you want to play the best deck. Well, if you want to play the best deck, go look at other videos on YouTube. I'm not a deck file and I can only give you advice, but I will give you advice on how to start your Master Duel account. So I'll let you can figure out how to sign up for yourself. That's pretty easy to do. If you have a Steam account like I do, that's what you play on. I use Steam. If you have Xbox, whatever, you can just download it from the store. Now, uh, so you're starting out, but you don't know what to buy other than and all that. You don't know where to start. Well, we're gonna start with going to solo mode, and this is what I recommend. You go to solo mode. I've completed all these, but you don't have to. Okay, I did it because I wanted to. In the tutorial mode, here's the tutorial and everything, but don't you can do that one if you want to. But I really suggest doing dual strategy 1 because it's gonna give you Raigeki, which is a good going second card. Monster Reborn isn't awful. That card's not very good. This card right here, Reinforcements of the Army, is a very good card to have, especially for any warrior deck. It just allows you to add any level 4 or lower warrior monster. So, completing these are going to give you some good cards and some not so good ones. And then when you go up to practice, you get 600 gems for clearing and learning how to synchro summon. You get 600 gems for learning how to XYZ. This one teaches you the basics of pendulums, and then this one teaches you the basics of link monsters. This gives you 2,400 gems, and on top of that, you get a little Sandgun buddy for completing this. So, you just got your 2,400 gems. What do you do with them? Well, in my honest opinion, you should go to your shop, go to your specials, and go to the bundle deals. Now, if you're looking to be as competitive as possible, the three you're gonna want, you should get all these eventually, like I have. But the three you're gonna want is Ash Blossom, Imperm, and Droplets. These three are the biggest ones. They are the best ones for competitive players. For and all that. Like they're very good. They're good going second cards. They help break boards. They help stop opponents' key things. And well, break boards in the form of droplet. And when I say break boards, I'm just meaning you can negate their stuff, and it'll allow you to keep playing and actually you'll play the game if your opponent sets up one of those big uh boards where they lock you out. And then, like for example, you could droplet and then get the Raigeki I just recommended from the shop. Another good one to get at some point is obviously Lightning Storm. If you're playing a lot of Ghost second decks, Lightning Storm is a very good card. Lightning Storm says that if you control no face-up cards, you get to destroy either all face-up position monsters your opponent controls, or all spell and trap cards they control. So it allows you to do one or the other. It's very, very good. And then I'd say Nibiru. Judgment is probably the weakest out of these in turn, unless you want to play a deck where you're playing a lot of traps and stuff like that. Then I could suggest Judgment over Nibiru, or even maybe over even Lightning Storm, since those are Ghost second cards. But yeah, let's go into the structure decks. Now, a lot of people are going to be drawn to the structure decks, and because they seem like good, easy money or whatever, they get easy things to go for. Now, I will warn you, out of all of these decks, the only one that even has a shot at being competitive is the Salaman Great. Now, does that mean you can't win with the other decks? Absolutely not. You absolutely can. And in my opinion, the best ones to try and play with, if you are like dead determined on this, is uh, the Burning Spirits, which is the Salaman Great one. You will need to upgrade these cards, by the way. And you can look up deck lists and stuff like that and find out perfect ratios, because you're not going to be playing the structure deck bare bones like this, you're going to be playing 3 of it and playing the best cards out of it. Now, uh, Dark Magician can get you to gold pretty easily, but once you get to gold, that's when it's going to get a lot harder. So the Dark Magician card, there's not a lot of actually very good cards, but Dark Magician can get you a few wins and can get you to gold. Once again, though, you're going to have to get other cards to make it work and, or make it better than what it is. The Cybernetic Successor, this deck can definitely steal wins and stuff like that and can just OTK the opponent out of nowhere. And so can the new Blackwing cards. The Blackwing deck is going to be the hardest to build, though. Not because the cards don't come and everything. You can probably make do with what's here. You're going to need a full Armor Master, though, at some point. And if you are brand new and didn't get the login bonus for it. So keep that in mind. This deck is fun, but it's hard to build because they have so many options. So I would suggest looking up a deck list. And most of the deck lists are going to focus around this card. So, and yeah. Out of all these cards, though, out of all these, the best one is probably the Salamangreat, though, in terms of easiest to upgrade into being a competitive deck to keep up. There are people that stream Salamangrates that get to Diamond and everything like that playing it. So keep that in mind, though, that those players are a lot better than a new person or a person just starting out. So don't get discouraged if you lose a lot. Now, I'll explain to you how you get gems if you're gonna be free to play. How you're gonna get gems if you're free to play are the daily missions. Daily missions are stuff like destroy cards, activate spells, Xyz and all that, and play the solo mode. Now, here's a tip for new players starting out in Master Duel. That so with this game, in order to get your daily rewards, you cannot concede. You have to play it out. In my opinion, I don't like that that's a thing because there are a lot of times where your opponent is gonna have you dead on board. They can beat you with just what they have on board. They've like shut you out. You didn't draw the right hand and stuff like that. It happens, and so you just want to get all this stuff done, right? So you activate all your stuff, you Xyz and all that. As much as you say you destroy as much cards as you can from them, but they still have a board. Let's just say that happens, okay? Um, if you concede, you will not get any rewards, and you'll have to wait for your opponent. You pass back to your opponent, and you have to wait for them to attack you. And some opponents, unfortunately, do not do that, so which is very frustrating, at least in my opinion. And I can see why it is. So there's the daily stuff. The best stuff to get rewards are through missions, though, for sure. So it's obviously the daily missions that's going to be your easiest way to get rewards, which is about 120 a day. This is from yesterday. I just haven't done it, and as you can see, it kind of carries over. You haven't done it, and you log it every day. Now, um, the events and stuff like that, like they'll have festivals and all that. Right now is the World Champion 2023 qualifier. You get rewards from this, and this is where you're going to get the most rewards from are festivals. Now, festivals only come around about once, maybe twice a month, so don't expect there to be a festival where you're going to get them constantly. Now, let's say the other way to get gems is to play ranked. For every time you rank up until you from beginner to gold, you get 100 gems per rank up, but let's say you go from bronze to silver, that's 200. Going from uh going from gold to platinum, I believe is 250 or 225. Let's look. See, look. Okay. See, as you can see, there's a reward list for leveling up. You get 300 from going to beginner from rookie 2 to rookie 1, and then 200 to here. And then after that, it's 100 until for every rank up until you get to the next one, which is 200. And then after, once you hit plat, every rank up is an extra 150. And then once you hit diamond, it goes to 300 and then 200 for each rank up. So that's the other way to get to get up there and get your gems is those. Now, let's say you make it to plat, you make it all the way to Diamond 1, and you still will need more gems because it's just a deck that you want to play for fun. Okay. Um, I would recommend going to the solo mode then and start doing these right here. Because these, all of them, like this, when you complete the 5-star duel using your own deck, you get 200 gems. And um and that's for all of these and every single one of these. So yeah, you can get a bunch of free gems. The game is pretty free to play friendly. I do recommend if you're gonna play the game a lot to get the battle pass. The battle pass will pay for itself in gems. You'll get all your gems back that you put into the battle pass. Then you'll get stuff like crafting materials. And we can talk about crafting and making your deck in a separate video, but that's how you get started in Master Duel. Pick carefully. Don't waste your gems. This is a very important tip. Do not waste your gems unless you are either willing to spend money or willing to grind a lot more. Because if you waste your gems and you don't like your deck, uh, and maybe you waste your gems, you don't like your deck, and it's a weak deck, you're not gonna have a lot of fun in this game. If you like your deck a lot and it's weak, but and everything, and you still have fun playing it, then that's fine. You did a good job. The most important thing to do in this game is to have fun as much as you can. You don't need to be super competitive. You don't need to be any of that. You just need to have fun. That's the number one rule. If you want to get really good at the game, though, you're gonna have to put in your own work. You're gonna have to grind out for what the best deck is, and I can tell you offhandedly, at the moment, the best deck is Tier Limits, but that's probably gonna change in a week or two. So when we get a new ban list for Master. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope this video helped you all. You can be sure to like this video if you felt that it was informative. Comment down below if you felt like I missed something. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.